What's going on, you average gamers? Welcome to part 8 of my Last of Us series on grounded difficulty. Really hope you enjoy. If you do, a like would mean an absolute ton. As always, I love y'all, and I'm hoping that y'all have a great day. When I recorded this, I had just hopped on the game, and I was doing super well, which was crazy surprising to me. But this also goes back to what I say in my previous videos about how I don't like to restart from checkpoints. And this is like a prime example because when I do these things, I feel like a god. You know, I feel like Superman. Like I just did all these things first try, and it feels great. You know, it's like yeah, you can keep trying and keep trying and keep trying, but you know, eventually you're gonna do it. That's why it's like I restart from the entire. When you restart from the entire game and just try to do it flawlessly, you're gonna make so many mistakes. But then when you do it right, like those mistakes don't even matter.
Everybody good? I don't think Joel deserved what he got.
I think he deserved worse.
I just wish I didn't take part in it. I get it.
Speaking of mistakes, I definitely make one. At the end of this video, you'll see the encounter that I'm talking about, but I forget to record how I got through it. And it does kind of suck because I did it pretty aggressively and I did it pretty smoothly. And so I don't have the footage for that, which is unfortunate, but hey, like, we move on. I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I reached Abby's side of the campaign, I just wanted it to be over. So I'm gonna play way more aggressively, and maybe that'll be a good thing. I mean, that's kind of how she's kind of meant to be played, is kind of aggressively. So it kind of works on my favor. Like in these encounters, I don't even care about wasting ammo or missing or nothing like that because I just want to get through it. And I mean, playing Abby is really fun because I really enjoy playing like this, you know. But I also really I love Ellie and I love her playstyle a lot. I love the bow and arrow. I love the Molotovs. I love her blade. You know, she has a lot of cool aspects about her. And you know, the momentum for Abby is really cool. And it can be really OP, but nah, it's just not for me. For some reason, I thought that I only had like a couple more people to deal with, and I turn over and I see this many. Oh wow, there's a lot more than I expected. I backtrack a minute to get this med kit off, and I also don't want to lose any progress. I also don't want to hit a checkpoint because I want to get it done in one play, like in one try on my first playthrough. And again, it's okay if I die or whatever, because you know I make a lot of mistakes. You've seen in my previous videos how bad my shots can be, but you know, and then also in this one, it's like amazing. Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit. Like that's just the way it is. Right here, I had to be like way more careful because I was running out of ammo. Plus, I didn't want to get caught running with my shotgun or a brick in my hand and getting shot from so far away. I don't try to take damage, and you're gonna see me take a bunch of damage, by the way. But I try not to. You know, I try to do save my medkits, but I get greedy. So as soon as I see like I have stuff, you know, I just want to use. In my head, I'm like, oh, you know, this will be enough. And at the end of the encounter, I have nothing. And I look back at the footage just because like I missed half my bullets, or it's because I'm way too aggressive trying to hit somebody with my melee attack from like 10 feet away. It's stuff like that.
Anyone of eyes? Carve them out.
This right here had me so tight. I was so pissed. Look at this. How does that happen? I take so much damage from her. Oh, dude, I was so upset that that just happened to me. But here's some more aggressive gameplay. I like dealing with small groups of infected because they're really easy. You know, like when you're dealing with stalkers and runners and bloaters and you're dealing with everything and clickers, that's when it gets freaking hard.
Stay out of my way.
One thing I don't think I ever really even used on her playthrough were the pipe bombs. And here I am again using something completely different, and I'm loving them. The pipe bombs are amazing. And never would have expected, because I never used them. In my head I was like, I'd rather just craft like pistols or shotguns or something like that. Like I'll use pipe bombs, occasionally. Nope. Especially since if you have them upgraded, you can craft 3 at a time. Like that's amazing. That's huge. Like that's gonna take care of bloaters. I hope so. I hope it's gonna take care of bloaters way faster, but we'll see. So on this encounter, I'm by myself. I'm trying to go find Owen because apparently he just killed his partner or whatever. I forget the whole story and everything. I'm here for the gameplay. The gameplay's awesome. I'm sure the story can be very interesting. I just don't want to get too tied up into it because it's just, I don't know. The first time I played it, it was kind of disappointing. A lot of it was super corny to me. I mean, I still enjoyed it very, very much. But, man, as soon as they killed Joel, like, oh my goodness, I didn't want to play the game anymore. That's honestly how I felt, but the graphics were so cool. This was back on my PS4 too. The graphics were so cool and everything looked beautiful and stuff like that. I wonder what the new Last of Us game, like the Last of Us first one, the remastered version on the PS5 is gonna look like. Like, is it gonna be the same as this, or is it gonna be like an even more upgraded version? I'm like super curious.
Easy now.
After dying, I realize what I have to do. I have to take out the sniper, which is exactly what happens. After doing that, I start picking off people one by one. I enjoy playing this way. I feel like it's one of the easiest ways to play this like this. To like kind of thin them out and to not get shot at by a bunch of people from a bunch of different angles. But also, I feel like whenever I get through an encounter, I look back at it and think to myself like, hey, like you could get through this encounter so differently. Like you don't even have to waste this many bullets, or you can like sneak this way. And I know that that's kind of all in my head, because if I were to actually try it that way, it wouldn't work, and I'd go back to doing what I'm doing right now, which is just thinning everybody out. I'm super curious to how you play this game. I've seen a lot of people play differently. Like most of the time, I see people play super aggressively. I'm wondering if anyone likes being super stealthy. I can now afford to miss and or die because I don't want to restart from the checkpoint and have to take them all out again. That's the one thing that kind of sucks about my play style is you could take out like 11 out of 12 of them, and if you like say the last one kills you, sometimes, only sometimes, you'll get a bogus checkpoint and all of them will be back alive. So it's like that sucks. You just took them all out and it didn't even matter. I did just waste a pretty good bullet on that. Ah, freak.
Grace, drop it now!
Okay.
I'll find you, wretch!
So this was the encounter I was talking about, and this is the only footage I got from it. I had saved this footage because I had seen an animation I never seen before, so I thought it was pretty cool. Unfortunately, I don't get it through on this try. I get it done on the very next try, and I wish I had saved it because I do it pretty aggressively. I don't do it flawlessly. I do take a bunch of damage, but there's a lot of pretty cool shots that I hit that I wish you guys could have seen. That's going to do it for the video. I really hope that you enjoyed. If you did, again, a like would mean an absolute ton, and I hope that I get to see you down in the comments.